My heart goes out to the victim's family.
Chattanooga police have been called to Coyote Jack's almost 500 times since 2015, so the owners are making changes.
The violent weekend in Chattanooga left 2 people dead and 4 injured. We'll recap what happened in this half hour.
Police have new leads in the case of a missing person in Dunlap. They now believe the man was murdered. Those stories and more next on Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6.
Coverage you can count on. Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6.
We finally got some rain here in the Tennessee Valley. I'm Cindy Sexton.
And I'm David Carroll. You can expect the rain to stick around for the next couple of days, as well as cooler temps. Let's get more from Chief Meteorologist Paul Barris.
All right, those kitty cats are so cute, I'm telling you. All right, we got a pretty nice day for today, even though it was cloudy, and we had showers, temperatures in the 70s, just really, as far as I'm concerned, it's wonderful compared to the 90s that we've seen for the past couple of weeks. 73 right now in the city. It's about 4 degrees cooler than it was yesterday at this time. A little bit cooler up near Nashville, about 11 degrees cooler. They got lots of clouds left over too, but not that much rain. Most of the rain has shot off to the east of us. You can see there's just a few sprinkles left over, mainly moving east of the city now, so you really can't say as much rain. Heaviest rain is in this yellow and orange that's moving into the Shenandoah Valley, up into Virginia and out through a southern part of South Carolina, extreme eastern part of Georgia, and out near Jacksonville, Florida, some pretty good storms popping. But out to the west, there's just not that much happening. So we'll take a close-up look here at Vipercast, showing all the showers east of the city coming up for tonight, and then it's over with pretty much. Tuesday morning, if anything does develop, it'll be in the afternoon, and I think the best chance, except for maybe a sprinkle here and there, is going to be mainly off to the east of the city into the Blue Ridge, and then through Wednesday, it's going to be dry, just partly cloudy skies coming up into Thursday. Pretty much more of the same. I don't see any big changes. Friday should be a dry day too. And then we've got a chance for some significant rain coming up on Saturday. At least we got a chance for it. When you're in a drought situation, sometimes these chances really fall apart fast, but right now that's our next best bet for some rain. We'll tell you all about it on my 7-day.
Paul, thank you. New tonight, we've learned Chattanooga nightclub Coyote Jack's is getting new ownership following a shooting that left a 19-year-old dead.
Ronnie Burke, who's the uncle of Chattanooga Mayor Andy Burke, is giving his share of the business to co-owner Tammy Taylor. Our Hunter Hoagland joins us now with what led to this decision. Hunter?
David, Tammy Taylor tells me that for years people have brought up her co-owner's relationship to the mayor, and that after this shooting, Ronnie has decided it's time to protect his family's name. Body camera footage showing the chaos Sunday morning at Coyote Jack's after an underage person was shot outside the nightclub.
I feel very sad with what has happened. My heart goes out to the victim's family.
Tammy Taylor says her co-owner's nephew, Mayor Andy Burke, has, quote, been put through the ringer, and that's why Ronnie is handing over the business.
Because of Andy being the mayor, he is going to pull out of the business as my business partner and just give me 100% of bankable holdings.
There's been history of violence at 1400 Cowart Street, where the popular nightclub is located. Since 2015, police have been called to assist at the address 470 times. Gunshots were reported 23 separate times, and 10 people were shot near the address, 3 of those being fatal. The beer board will meet October 17th and will take into account that the club is being charged with overcapacity during the time of the shooting. Tammy Taylor plans on being there as well. She denies that the club was at capacity during the time of the shooting or that the underage victim was inside.
We'll bring all our stuff and, provide our evidence and see what happens.
If the beer board agrees with the violations brought to them by the regulatory board, they will then decide a penalty. Now, police are still looking for the person who shot and killed Brandon Rogers early Sunday morning. If you know anything, you're asked to call Chattanooga Police. Reporting live at Coyote Jack's, I'm Hunter Hoagland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Hunter. The Chattanooga Police Department released a statement in response to this weekend's shooting. A spokesperson tells us Chief Roddy is working with the city attorney to examine the events that occurred over the weekend and any previous events that could be used in any future legal actions up to and including the closing of Coyote Jack's.
Well, it was a violent weekend here in Chattanooga with 2 people killed and 4 others injured in shootings and a stabbing. The latest shooting happened on North Hawthorne Street. Chattanooga police say 3 people were standing outside just after midnight when shots were fired. A 34-year-old man was killed and 2 others were injured. They were taken to the hospital. It's not clear who the suspect is at this time. And 2 people are in custody for a shooting on Shallowford Road. It happened yesterday morning. Police say Dwayne Love was shot. After further investigation, police say Love and Tevin Davis were both intoxicated and fired their weapons in a reckless manner. Both are charged with reckless endangerment and possession of a firearm while intoxicated. And Latricia Alexandra Hood was arrested in connection with a stabbing on Grove Street. They say she stabbed a 19-year-old woman in an argument. She is charged with attempted criminal homicide. Well, so far this year, Chattanooga police are investigating 34 homicides. Police have also responded to 91 shootings in the city this year. Stay up to date on this violent weekend inside the WRCB app.
An autopsy shows a 19-year-old pregnant woman was shot 6 times. Chattanooga police say Quintasia Tate was killed by Jamichael Powell at the Rainbow Creek Apartments in August. Powell was wanted for criminal homicide by the TBI and was found in September. The autopsy report claims that Tate was 16 weeks pregnant at the time of the murder and leaves behind a 2-year-old son. Cleveland police say the double murder that happened 2 weeks ago started over a stolen motorcycle. Investigators say Christopher Robertson and Alfonso Johnson are connected to the deaths of James Ledford and Jacqueline Carroll. Police say that Ledford was accused of stealing Robertson's motorcycle, leading to Robertson shooting Ledford and Carroll at a home on High Street. Officers believe Johnson was involved in tampering with evidence, and they believe others were involved as well.
We don't believe anybody was directly involved in the homicides, but there may be other individuals that may have helped get rid of evidence or hide information or have it come forward with.
If you have information, please call the Cleveland Police Department.
Matthew Tyler Henry went missing in April of 2018, and a year and a half later, the Dunlap Police Department tells us they're still making progress in his case. Channel 3's Claudia Coco joins us live now in the studio. Claudia?
Cindy, Dunlap Police Chief Clint Huth says he feels like they've made considerable progress in the last several months. He says even though it's been a year and a half, every day they're getting closer to an answer. Dunlap City Police Chief Clint Huth says since Matthew Henry went missing in April of 2018, getting new information and new leads in regards to this case is like a roller coaster.
We'll have periods of time where we'll get a lot of information coming in and it'll kind of slow up. We'll follow those leads, it'll slow up, then it'll pick back up. It's kind of up and down as far as the information coming in.
He says as time wore on during the investigation, they knew Henry wasn't just missing.
But we did get to a point in the investigation where we became extremely confident, very confident that this is a homicide.
But things really started picking up for them when the department got some additional resources to help.
Not long after the TBI came to assist us, and the FBI, once we got their assistance, that information that's been coming in has greatly increased.
Chief Huth says they're going to get to the bottom of it.
I believe we have a pretty good theory right now that we're following on, that we believe at some point is going to come to a conclusion.
Chief Huth says if you have any information, please call the Dunlap Police Department with your tip. There's up to a $3,500 reward for information in regards to this case. Live in the studio, Claudia Coco, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.